Hi guys. So I thought I would do a pregnancy update because I just had a prenatal appointment yesterday with my midwives, and I try to kind of keep you in on the loop as to what takes place during those appointments. The middle of your pregnancy, like your second trimester, there's not a lot of super exciting things that happen, but there is still a lot of changes that are taking place. So I'll try to do my best to keep you guys updated with the whole midwifery process and the home birth process, and just let you know kind of what's going on. Since I started this YouTube channel, I really have had a lot of people reach out to me and just talk to me a lot about midwifery and home birth. Some people have voiced their concerns. Other people are super thrilled and excited, and they just want to know more about the process. I will tell you one thing that had I known, I knew about home births, I knew about midwifery, but had I known how powerful home births and midwifery really was, I would have done it with my first 4 children. So doing it with this one and any others that may come, and yes, I did just say any others that may come. So I am on my 5th child, and it's a very rude comment whenever you say, oh, when are you going to be done, or is this your last one? And it's kind of taught me a lesson too. Like, I'm learning things not to say to pregnant mamas, or even just women in general, like, oh, do you plan on having kids or whatever? It's none of your business, so you don't really need to be asking that. You kind of don't really know what a woman is going through, if she's having infertility problems. You just don't know. You don't know. And so we need to get back to kind of minding our business and letting people be people and let them do what makes them happy and joyful. So we really need to learn what are appropriate questions to ask and what are not. But yes, so did not intend on having a 4th child, did not intend on having a 5th child. So I'm just going to preface this and say I don't intend on having a 6th child. But if the good Lord deems it appropriate and something that needs to happen, and that there is a baby that needs this family, and that I am the mama and my husband is the daddy, then that's where we're going, and we're going to fully trust God. So children truly are a blessing from the Lord, and it's just so sad that we put a number on how many somebody should have. So that's kind of my 2 cents. Getting kind of off of it. But anyway, I am 23 weeks pregnant. I am starting my 6th month of pregnancy. I think I say this every video, but this thing is flying by insanely fast. I just don't know where any of the time has gone. So many people think girl because I'm super emotional and I cry about everything. Like, I cry about everything. So but that's okay. It just means I'm in tune with my emotions. So my 23-week appointment was basically the same as my 18-week appointment and then my 14-week appointment. So the last couple appointments have been pretty much the same. They just, talk to me about my diet. They check for baby's heartbeat, measure my fundal height, talk to me about my weight gain, and just any questions, comments. We talk a lot about vitamins and oils and supplements and things like that. So this appointment was very much the same. The only difference is I have been experiencing a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, and these contractions are at times very intense. They're not quite painful yet, but there are moments where it is so uncomfortable where I catch my breath and I kind of have to just sit down because I have a hard time breathing through them. They only last 25, 35 seconds and then they're gone, but I have numerous ones every hour. My midwife did tell me that is completely normal because this is my 5th child, so my uterus is just super happy to have another baby, and it's like, hey, let's do this, let's get your body ready. So I'm banking on a quicker labor and delivery because I feel like I'm doing everything right, and we plan to make these we make these birth plans and stuff, and nothing ever seems to go the way that it's supposed to. But you know, I'm eating my dates every day. I'm drinking my red raspberry leaf tea, which I can now up to 2 glasses a day. I have been walking. I have a pretty intense hill that's my driveway, and so I was walking up and down that numerous times. I've kind of cut that back to only doing that once, and then walking around my yard quite a bit so that I can get my steps in, just, you know, a couple miles a day. And then I'm doing my deep set squats. I'm doing some squat kicks. You know, just different things like that, like preparing my body for labor and delivery. I soak in an Epsom salt bath with Valor and frankincense and candles every night, which is super relaxing for me. It kind of just helps me relax to get ready for the night. But I have to be honest, you know, the first trimester was really hard with morning sickness, and I'm gonna cry because I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. But this trimester has been really hard too because I cannot seem to get rested. I am awake like every hour or every 2 hours because I have to pee because my baby is so low. And my body hurts like throughout the entire night. I don't know if it's my mattress, the way I'm sleeping, or it's because I'm, you know, 37 years old and having another child. I don't know what the deal is, but I hurt. Like, I hurt so bad. My muscles ache, my bones ache, like it just hurts. And so I don't get any sleep. And so my goal is like take a nap every day. But again, that's very hard whenever you're still working and you have a little one. I mean, they can't, you know, it's just a lot of stuff going on. And so I find myself busy all the time, and trying to just chill and relax is difficult for me. And so it makes me emotional because I try so hard not to be cranky and be a hag, but like I feel like I'm so cranky and a hag all the time. But you guys, I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. But my last day of work is June the 30th. So things should be slowing down. My husband and I did book a vacation for the middle of June for our 20th anniversary. So we will be flying out and going on vacation, and I'm so looking forward to that because I just need some downtime, like just some time to I don't need to be needed. I don't need to do anything. I just need time to just sleep and just chill. This is my like everyday look pretty much. Like I don't have the energy to do my makeup or my hair. I'm just tired all the time. So it's been a rough couple of weeks, but it is what it is. It doesn't mean I don't enjoy the journey. I still love the journey. My baby moves all the time, like all the time. I have such a strong and healthy baby. And it makes me want to cry because I can just, you know, we all talk to the baby. My little one all the time now is like, good morning, baby. And he cried the other day because he thought the baby was coming sooner. And I had to tell him not for like 120 more days or something at that point. And he cried and got upset because he wants the baby now. So everybody's really excited, and it's a beautiful journey. It's just I'm tired. I'm really tired. But talked to my midwives about my weight gain. They said that is perfect. I've only gained 9 pounds so far. I'm 23 weeks pregnant. I've gained 9 pounds, so we're doing really well with the weight gain. The heartbeat this time was 140. So I'll tell you, I have not had a strong feeling if it was a boy or a girl at all this entire pregnancy. But after my ultrasound, I felt boy. Like I was like, I feel like it's a boy. And since then, I've had a very strong boy feeling. And then whenever the heartbeat yesterday was 140, I was kind of like, it's gotta be a boy. So at this point, I'm still not calling gender, but I would be more surprised if it was a girl than if it was a boy, because I'm kind of leaning more towards boy at this point. But either way, I don't care. I'm excited for either. Next next appointment, I have to go in for my glucose testing, which is really cool because the midwives don't do the nasty glucose testing that you get at the hospital. It's more like a sweet, awesome homemade pink lemonade, which is pretty tasty, or at least I'm told. So I'm excited about that because I've been craving lemonade. So I'm really looking forward to that appointment. My midwives did say, maybe to try to lay off a little bit of my Dr. Pepper because it has been kind of a guilty pleasure this entire pregnancy. I say this entire pregnancy, but this entire pregnancy, but more so even lately with it being hot. I just cannot quench my thirst, and so I want Dr. Pepper, and I feel like that quenches my thirst, but like my midwife said yesterday, she's like, it's more of a mental thing because it doesn't really quench your thirst, it actually dehydrates you. So I was like, okay, so maybe I need to lay off of the Dr. Pepper. I've never had gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes does not run in my family. I know that it can happen to any woman, no matter your shape, size, health. So I'm just praying that I don't end up with gestational diabetes because I know that with me, because of my age, my geriatric age, that I'm at higher risk of getting gestational diabetes. So I'm really trying to, this month, like kind of reset some things and make sure that I am really conscious of the food that I put into my mouth and the things that I drink and consume, and just kind of lay off a little bit of those heavy sugars and stuff so that I don't get gestational diabetes, and I just keep it. I'm usually very health conscious. It's just I got pregnant and I was like, I'm starving, so I'm putting anything and everything like that I can eat, like Butterfingers and Dr. Peppers. So I really need to lay off of that. But my fundal height is 23 weeks, so everything is aligning exactly, kind of the way that it is. The baby is very, very low. I do have an anterior placenta, so my placenta is in the front instead of in the back. So we're just going to kind of keep an eye on that. It's not anything to be concerned about, but we are going to keep an eye on that after I deliver and stuff, just to make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But it's been a long couple of weeks. I'm really trying to find my balance to simplicity again. I've always been such a perfectionist, and I like things in a certain order, and I'm kind of a workaholic, and so I kind of go overboard, and I'm trying just to find my peace and my grounding in Christ and a simple life and my simple joys of just cooking a homemade meal for my family, reading a good book, laying out on my patio and just feeling the sun kiss my face, grounding, gardening, just things like that, like simple things. We've been doing family game night once a week, which has been super, super fun. I keep losing, and I don't really like that part about it, but it's still been a lot of fun to have all of my kids at home, and we've just been doing, a lot of things. So I will tell you that my body image this pregnancy has not really been where I would, and my confidence has not really been where I would prefer it to be. I've never been super confident anyway, but a lot of that kind of stuff just comes from whenever you're younger and people say mean things, or society or the media, and you watch things. Cracked my ankle. You watch things and it just makes you feel worse about yourself or whatever, but and so I've been on this personal journey of trying to find appreciation for where you're at, because beauty is passing. It will not be here for forever, and the health of my baby is so much more important. But we live in such a body image society that we have so much pressure on us, men and women alike, but I think women more so than men. I've been watching some things on Instagram, and sent a personal message to somebody who I don't even know, but I sent a personal message to them because I watched them get tore down by some other women about how thin she was and how modest she was dressing. And it just broke my heart. And so I sent her a message to try to encourage her, because I don't understand why we always have to say things. I don't understand why people have to put their 2 cents in all the time. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. There are many times I think it, but I try never to say it unless I'm asked. And then I try to sugarcoat it as nicely as I can. But we really need to normalize owning our bodies and owning our reflection and being thankful that we were made in God's image, instead of trying to fix everything. I mean, this is kid number 5. I could easily go get a mommy makeover and feel better about myself, but it's just been really heartbreaking. And maybe it's because I'm, like I said, a pregnant and emotional, but it's been heartbreaking to witness a lot of these things. And so I encourage, if you're watching, each day find somebody to try to lift up. Tell somebody that they're beautiful. Tell somebody that they're smart, that they're funny, that they're creative. Just lift people up. Whenever you find that you want to say something negative, instead of saying something negative, stop yourself and think, what is one positive that I could say instead about this person? And then say it out loud to them. Say it to their face. Say it out loud. And I think if we could all do that, then a lot of things would change. But we need to normalize that. We need to normalize building one another up and encouraging each other, and learning when to keep our mouth shut. I mean, to be honest. But wow, that was kind of went off on a tangent there that had nothing to do with being pregnant, other than the fact that this pregnancy has killed my beauty mojo. I don't feel very good about myself. But that's okay, because it shouldn't matter. And we need to love one another and build one another up. But I talked to my midwives a little bit about some of my birth plans and what we're going to do, like with the placenta, and just how we're going to birth and who's going to be here and stuff. So I'm really excited. That it feels like that's getting really close, and I'm getting all of that kind of aligned and everything. I have a baby shower this Friday, so I'm super excited to hang out with some really great women and just celebrate my baby and another friend of mine, her baby, and just enjoy life and enjoy new life, because it is so absolutely beautiful.